Hey there, I'm Dominic, and I've helped 50 plus business owners grow their revenue with email marketing. And in this video, I'm gonna teach you everything I know about building high converting lead magnets. So, a lead magnet is something that you give in exchange for an email address, nothing less and nothing more. Along the way of helping so many business owners, I learned a thing or two about lead magnets, and this right here is everything you're gonna get in this video. You're gonna receive roughly 70 or 80 pieces of advice, and it's gonna be arguably the best lead magnet training video that you'll ever see on the internet, because most people just give you 3, 4, or 5 pieces of advice on how to build lead magnets. This is something totally different. So without further ado, let's dive right in. And in this given situation, let's say you're a LinkedIn coach and you have a coaching program that has a course, that has a community, that has weekly coaching calls, that has templates and materials and everything you need to get clients from LinkedIn. So it's a LinkedIn coaching program that teaches you, that teaches self-employed people and micro business owners and maybe even freelancers on how to land clients through LinkedIn. And your offer is consisted of 6 different aspects. In the beginning, you teach people how to optimize their profile. Then you teach them how to do content, then outreach, warm outreach. Then you can maybe teach them how to do cold outreach with Sales Navigator. Also how to expand their network and add relevant connections, and how to engage, how to boost engagement, how to comment on other people's stuff, and so on. So this is your offer, and now we need to create a lead magnet for you, right? So this is everything that you'll need. So let's start from the first one. So your lead magnet should attract your ideal clients, a specific type of people, so that they recognize themselves in it, and that it is relevant to their wishes and problems. So to succeed, we need to know our audience, and we need to know their greatest desires and problems. And the lead magnet should hit them in the burning desire or pain point that they have. So let's say you know your audience, and you know that their biggest desire with LinkedIn is to get inbound leads. It's to get people reaching out to them asking for their service. But the biggest pain point that they have is, well, they don't have enough time to promote themselves on LinkedIn. It's just time consuming, it's hard, and they don't want to do it. They don't have the time. So in this case, your lead magnet headline should be how to double the amount of inbound leads from LinkedIn without spending more time doing, marketing, or without spending more time on LinkedIn or whatever. So how to get desired X without the struggle or pain point Y. That's the perfect formula on how to do this. Of course, you need to know, and you need to apply this to your situation, and you need to know your target audience, their number one desire and number one problem, and create a lead magnet according to that. So this is just the headline. This has nothing to do with the format and with any other stuff, strategy as well. So let's move to the second card. So your lead magnet must be so good that it can't fail. You should give more free value, for example, through your free course, if we're using a free course as a lead magnet, than what someone sells for money. So that they think, if this is free, I can't even imagine how good the paid stuff is. This is kind of, reasonable. You need to make it good and valuable. But if you ask yourself, even though the lead magnet is free, you need to ask yourself, would I pay $50 for this lead magnet? And if the answer is no, it sucks. You need to create a better lead magnet. Because just because it's free doesn't mean that people don't pay. People do pay. They just pay with their email address. That's the currency in 2025, 2026, and so on. So here comes the third card, and this is, I would say, the most important out of all of them. Your lead magnet should be logically connected to your final offer, which means you need to reverse engineer the final offer so that the lead magnet acts as an introduction to it. That is, the core offer must be the logical next step after the consumption of the lead magnet. Let's go back to our example right here. Our lead magnet should be developed around profile optimization, which means we should have either like a LinkedIn profile optimization checklist or a free challenge, let's say free 7-day challenge, where we teach people how to optimize their profile day by day, section by section, or something else. And when they optimize their profile, so that their profile is basically like a magnet for new clients, because that's the end goal we're aiming for, they still don't know how to do content, how to do outreach, how to use Sales Navigator, how to network, how to do engagement, and so on. And then after we solve this kind of introductory problem, then they ask for more, and then your paid offer, your LinkedIn coaching program is the next logical step. This is how the thing is done. So you need to see for you and for your situation what it is, what's the thing that's the introduction for your core offer, what's the first step somebody needs to take to achieve desired outcome, whatever it is that you sell, and how to remove that, how to help them overcome that first obstacle or make them complete the first step. So the goal is to give a complete solution for one narrow problem, which is profile optimization, and make them realize they need the entire paid solution for the remaining, well, in this case, it's not 6 or 9 problems, it's 5 problems. And a lead magnet is there for people to take the first step, and the next 5, 6, 10 steps are solved in the paid solution. So to conclude, this is crucial. A lead magnet needs to solve a problem in the right direction. It must solve a problem that closes one loop and opens another loop, which can only be solved with your offer. This is extremely, extremely important, and not just to throw there like a random ebook on 10 steps how to get whatever. No, that sucks and it doesn't work anymore. It needs to be an introductory problem to your core offer. So I would suggest, this is not a super must, but this is my advice. You need to have at least 3 to 6 lead magnets so that you can attract as many people as possible. Why? Because not all of the people are gonna be interested in the profile optimization, because maybe some people are already will already have their profile, optimized, and they just don't need that. But they don't know how to do content. They don't know how to use Sales Navigator. They don't know how to do whatever. So you need to try different lead magnets to solve different problems to attract a larger pool of people. And you can always include links to other lead magnets in your lead magnet. Let's say you have a LinkedIn profile optimization challenge, you have a content creation checklist, you have a guide like a video tutorial for Sales Navigator, you have templates for outreach messages, and you just kind of link them up, you mesh them up all together, so they you kind of suck them in from social media inside your funnel, and they are consuming your lead magnet and lead magnets. Maybe you have webinars as well, and then they're kind of just moving along your materials, the stuff you've built. They're in your world. That's then there's a way higher possibility that they will buy. And if you don't know how to come up with 9 lead magnets, here's my example. I build funnels, right? I ask myself, what is everything that somebody needs to arrange in order to have their entire funnel structured? Well, they need lead magnets. 2, they need landing pages. 3, they need sales pages. They need an offer. They need ads. They need content. They need emails. They need automated email flows, right? And campaigns and newsletters. They need front-end products if they want to upsell them to their main offer later on. So in that case, let's say this video that I'm recording right now, at this very moment, this is a lead magnet video training, and I can turn it into a lead magnet by having this video gated. You need to leave your email address in order to watch this video. I'm not gonna do that, but I can, and then that will be basically a lead magnet on lead magnets, because this is my offer, right? So here it is, 9 different lead magnet ideas. So let's say you do something else. Let me give you another example. Let's say you run a YouTube agency and you help people start their YouTube channel. What do they need? They need a camera, lighting, microphone, setup, scripts. They need, they need so many different things, and you just create a lead magnet for every. You can cover all of those problems and areas and elements and aspects with your lead magnets. My suggestion is to have your video always integrated in your lead magnets so that someone can kind of get to know you, get to feel you, because people buy out of, from people who they know, who they like, who they trust. So it's good to have a video on top of the lead magnet that explains how it works. Let's say you have like a, I don't know, like a LinkedIn profile optimization checklist, and then you have a video on top of the checklist. You can record it in Loom or whatever, and you just explain what are the steps, what are the links, where they need to click so they see you. And then not only do they see you and trust you more because it's video, and video is as close as you can get to real life, the lead magnet itself becomes better because it becomes more practical and they know how to use it. So they must be able to implement your lead magnet within the first 24 hours. It must be a quick win for instant gratification results, and and it needs to be desired outcome oriented. For example, if we have like a LinkedIn profile optimization challenge, and it's a 5-day challenge or a 7-day challenge in which we teach them how to optimize every section of their profile, profile photo, cover photo, headline, about me section, experience section, recommendation section, and so on. Let's say in the first day you give them a perfect headline formula, perfect headline template, and they can implement that headline template within the first 24 hours, actually within the first 24 minutes, and they can update their headline. And if they took that action, it's way better, and they're way more likely to buy something from you, because it's not just passive consumption, it's actively implementing something that's relatively easy to implement. That's why templates work so well. So the lead magnet has to be unique with your style so that someone can just copy it, and preferably that no one has done it before, at least not in the way you did. For example, since we're talking about LinkedIn profile optimization, you can do a LinkedIn profile optimization challenge. Nobody has done a LinkedIn profile optimization challenge, at least I didn't see that. And in that case, you teach them in 5 or, as I said, 7 days, how to optimize their profile, every single section of the profile. And that's really unique. That's way better than just ebook with 7 steps on how to optimize your profile. No, that's boring, and everybody has that. So your lead magnet needs to be deliverable very quickly, and it needs to be easy and fast to consume for prospects. Low effort. That's why templates work so well. Checklists work better than ebooks because it's just way easier to consume them. Digestible lessons that are distributed via email inside a 5-day course or a 5-day challenge. Maybe like a engaging quiz would be interesting, like a cheat sheet, something that they can use. Ideal for low attention spans, and not like a 90-minute video training or a ebook with 150 pages. That's not easy and fast to consume. But just because it's easy and fast doesn't mean it doesn't mean it shouldn't be super valuable. You need to bet on value, but on consumable value, easy consumer value. So your lead magnet, this is crucial, needs to provide a process for transition to sale. If you send someone a Loom video with a lead magnet, it's unlikely that they will ever respond. It's also unlikely that they will ever watch it because nobody has the time. So for a better transition to the sale, you should use a lead magnet that forces them to engage with you more. Let's say you offer a lead magnet that you will send them 1,000 personalized leads or 100 creators that they can use for their user-generated content, but they need to tell you more about their brand so that you can send them something that's more relevant. This might be more manual work, but this is so personalized and it forces them to start a conversation with you. It's way easier to sell later on. This might seem like a small tweak, but it can make a world of a difference. You can use this to start a conversation or even use it as a bait for a 15-minute phone call. Of course, this is maybe for smaller creators. If you're a bigger creator and you have, let's say, 100,000 people following you, you're not going to use this, but if you're starting out and you want some quick bucks, this is This is a great trick. So, so let's connect your lead magnet with your email sequence afterwards, because lead magnet is not isolated from your sequence. It's not like I'm getting this ebook and then like 10, 15 emails afterwards. No, a lead magnet funnels that works very well is one that draws people in with a story that continues until the end goal, so that each email is not an additional email but an episode. So what the heck does this mean? Let's say you have a 5-day free course on how to optimize your profile, and on the landing page you say, day 1 you're gonna learn how to edit your profile photo, day 2 you're gonna edit your headline, day 3 you're gonna edit your about me section, day 4 you're gonna edit your featured section, day 5 you're gonna edit your experience section. Then basically it's like a whole season, like of a show, and you have 5 episodes. That's how much the season lasts, and you're looking forward to receive every other every next email, because you actually signed up for emails themselves. You didn't sign up for an ebook and then you're just getting blasted and bombarded with emails. You signed up for emails themselves, because the emails themselves in this case are formatted that they are basically a lead magnet. So that's a game changer. And until then, until they finish all of the episodes, your goal is to insert links to your videos and sales pages, like a soft call to action, so that they always know there's a possibility to buy something. If not, also totally fine, you're gonna get value anyways. So it is desirable that people throughout your lead magnet are continuously on a mission to achieve something. In this case, it will be to finish optimizing their profile. And this is why courses and challenges, this is why they work so well. For example, people will read your ebook or watch your video training, and that's a maybe because nobody has the time, but they will never be engaged as in your challenge, as in your course, maybe even your quiz, right? Maybe they fill out 20 questions and then they get something tailor-made for them, right? These are the engaging stuff. So I think you need to make people try something. Let's say you have a course and it's hosted in a dashboard on your platform. Make them log in. Or if you have templates to design their perfect cover photo, make them use the template to design the photo, right? If you have a perfect formula for a headline on their LinkedIn profile, make them try out the formula to fill in the blanks. Just make them do something, because when you do something, you're way more invested mentally, you're way more engaged, and there's a way higher possibility that they will buy something. Quiz plus course or challenge 2-in-1 as a lead magnet is a winning combination. This is a perfect example of combining 2 lead magnets in 1 lead magnet. So for example, if somebody fills out your quiz and let's say it has 10 questions or 20 questions, let's say 20 questions, over the next 10 days, you can send them an email, you can automate the sequence of course, that explains the 2 correct answers on 2 chosen questions and your point of view on it and education on it and why other replies were wrong and so on. So people who filled out that quiz are already familiar with the quiz because they were interacting with it, and then they receiving something that they already know, it's relevant to them, and you're kind of positioning yourself as the authority because you're not just sending random emails, you're sending them something that's connected to the quiz that they filled out. So basically the sequence writes itself in a way. During the course or challenge or quiz funnel or whatever, you should focus as much as possible on getting people to take action and not just educate themselves. This has more to do with email marketing than lead magnets themselves, but still it's a really valuable lesson, because the one who has taken action and, for example, actually optimize their LinkedIn profile, they will buy much more easily than those who only educated themselves about it through your video training. It's all about action taking. So the lead magnet must stimulate conversation and action taking. The goal is to make it interactive, actionable, and usable. Not just for passive consumption, because that does not convert anymore. You need to put people into buying mode. This is especially worth for high ticket buyers. For example, let's say let's say you sell LinkedIn services for them. And let's say, since you sell LinkedIn services for high ticket buyers, Buyers, that would mostly be something about having, I don't know, let's say LinkedIn ghostwriting services for seven-figure CEOs, whatever. And you can make them enter some data into your calculator, like how many days per week do they want to post, how many engagement, how many this and that. And then, after all of your input, then the calculator gives them information about how much more revenue or leads or calls or DMs are they gonna get, and then you just multiply that with their price of their offer, and that kind of puts them inside a buying mode because they're imagining what will go on, what will happen with these numbers. It's kind of forcing them to think, wow, if I buy this, yeah, these are the numbers I can expect. So you need to reverse engineer your ideal customers. And you need to ask yourself, what does their dream life look like, and what's the first step for making that dream life possible? And this, of course, should be connected to your main offer and your lead magnet. So since we use LinkedIn coaching programs, and if we know our audience, and if we know that their biggest desire is to get inbound leads, so people reaching out to them, so without them having to do outbound sales, they're getting inbound leads. Well, the first step would be to have a profile that can make that possible. Have a profile that's basically a magnet for your clients, and that's why you should choose LinkedIn profile optimization. If you're selling that as a service, your LinkedIn coaching program, you should use that for your lead magnet. Now you just need to think about what's your offer and what you can do, right? Let's move on. So a lead magnet should attract people in their wanted stage of awareness, and then your welcome flow should lean on that stage. So for example, if the goal is to grow the list, then higher up in the awareness funnel is fine. Problem aware. If it's to get buyers, then the lower the better because they're closer to buying. For example, if it's to grow the list, you can have a quiz, find out where's your marketing bottleneck. And after you realize it, you'll start looking for a solution. And then a solution lead magnet, like a challenge, build your email sequence in the next 7 days. Because these people are already aware that they need a welcome sequence or an email sequence of any kind, and they want to build it in the next 7 days, and then that can be your lead magnet. But these people right here, top of the funnel, they were not aware that they need an email sequence in the first place, so that's why they're filling the find out where's your marketing bottleneck quiz. That's the logic. Problem lead magnet. So the first one, it's for bigger list, and you need a longer sequence of emails later on because they need more education about their problem. And if it's this, a solution lead magnet, you'll get a smaller list but with more buyers, with a higher buying intent, and you need a shorter sequence because they don't need much conviction. They're already aware of what do they need. You can try to get a lead magnet that does this. First, reveal a problem. Second of all, give them a taste of the solution. And third, show it as a small piece of the total package. For example, they solve a quiz, then they get an ebook or a free trial of some kind as a gift, and then the ebook or free trial inside them you demonstrate is just a part of the paid program. That's like a whole funnel. All 3 stages are happening right there. So your lead magnet needs to be simple, to the point, and it needs to give quick win for a desired result. For example, since we know, talking about the LinkedIn coaching program, people want more inbound leads, and we want to give them something quick, it can be 5 high converting headline templates that get you more inbound leads, that get you the thing you actually want, right? You don't want a full LinkedIn 120-minute masterclass algorithm analysis. No, you just want more inbound leads, and this is quick to consume. This is the way to think about it, right? So people should feel good with your lead magnet. They should be charged with positive emotions so that they want to hold on to that feeling for longer and therefore buy. And if you give them this, they will feel not only good, they will feel amazing. Also, it's good to have a paid lead magnet. You can also call that like a paid info, low ticket offer, paid info product, whatever. That's usually less than $100, maybe $27, $50, $5. and then over deliver with that. Let's call it paid lead magnet, because it's completely different when it's free. A lead magnet that costs only $5, only $1, later on accomplishes the most difficult thing that exists on the internet: getting someone to give you money. Having someone that says, hey, I trust you enough that I'll put my credit card details inside and I'll buy from you. But of course, if the free lead magnet is training on how to write good emails or good LinkedIn posts, then the paid product should be done for you cheat code like email marketing or LinkedIn post templates for $90. You know, for example, if you go here and go through my paid stuff and go to do it yourself, you'll see that I have 2,500 plus templates, all for email marketing. Like look at all the stuff that you'll get inside a Figma file. This is my paid lead magnet, call it that way, and it's $67. This is way more valuable than free lead magnets because people not only pay with their email, they pay with money as well. But then again, I also have my free stuff. I have my, let's say, my free email marketing checklist, that somebody can download. It's also interactive. People can click inside. They can edit this. I also have my funnel framework, so you can get access to this in Photoshop, so you can map out your entire marketing funnel and so on. But it's good to combine free and paid lead magnets. That's the best combination. We're 50% there. Let's go with this one. So the title, as I said, is super important. It should provoke curiosity and be desirable so that people can find something about themselves. For example, let's say that the end result is that they want to double their inbound leads, and the first obstacle, we already discussed this, that they don't have enough time for marketing. Then the title is how to get 2x more inbound leads without spending more time on marketing, or more time on LinkedIn, or more time on whatever. It's curiosity driven. It's way more interesting than just 7 steps to getting more leads on LinkedIn. That's boring, and everybody does that. But of course, you need to know your audience, to know their desired end result and the main obstacle that they have to achieve that result. So this one you have to think for yourself. This is a general rule. Talk only about them and not you. They only want to know what's in it for me. They need to find out something about themselves and get an immediate answer, result, solution, something that's interesting, important for them. This applies not only to your lead magnets, but it also applies to your posts, ads, landing pages, emails, basically your website, anything that you do online. So here's a game changer about lead magnets and about how quantity really matters is when someone sees you have, let's say, 6 lead magnets, they will enter your email list way warmer and more engaged than if you only had 1 lead magnet. Especially if they downloaded multiple lead magnets at once. They will convert 5 times easier. Just think about it. If you have a checklist, a swipe file, templates, a free course, and a quiz, and they take all of it, of course they're gonna convert way easier on your email list. Even if your emails suck later on and you gave so much value with your 5 or 6 lead magnets, they're just, if they're valuable enough, they're just gonna download every single thing and they're gonna panic or they're gonna buy. But of course it has to be zero risk for them because they have nothing to lose because it's free. But still you need to make it a no-brainer and make sure that they don't think you're just baiting them for the back-end offer. Please be completely transparent and clearly demonstrate the value they're getting while not hiding the sales process along the way. What does that mean? Go to my website. You have free stuff, you have paid stuff. I'm being totally transparent from the first moment they land on the site. They know if they opt in for my free 7-day course, that they can also buy something. Listen, look at this. This is my email. Accept. Download, perfect. They will get the course, and while you wait, I'm trying to upsell them here. I'm not hiding that I have this. If you want it, perfect, take it. If not, you're still gonna receive your free value anyway. So this is how I view how does the process, how the process should look like. So don't make it a big commitment for them. Like a 90-minute video masterclass is a huge commitment, especially if they don't know you. If it's cold traffic, you're running ads, don't do this. Like, people don't know you, don't trust you, they don't have the time for it. In that case, like, give them something practical. Checklists, templates, swipe files, cheat sheets, and stuff. So you need to figure out what's the best problem to solve. In this situation, it's the LinkedIn profile optimization. How to solve it? So you can solve it via checklist, via templates, via free course, or all three together. How to deliver it and package it. This is basically the same. Test what to name it. I already gave you a formula. Make it easy to consume. So please, no 150 pages ebooks. Make it darn good and make it easy for them to tell you they want more. And you'll achieve this if you're solving their introductory problem, and if the logical next step after they optimize their profile is that they take other elements of your offer. So content, outreach, sales navigator, connections, engagement, and so on. So the lead magnet can be mass market of general interest or top of the funnel game, but only if your goal is to build a large email list. That's why, like, creative fun quizzes do well, like, hey, find out what type of dog you are, or find out what type of food you are, whatever. Yeah, sure, you might get tons of people, but they're not gonna buy, so choose wisely. Um, the goal is psychologically with your lead magnets for them to think, wow, finally a solution to my problem. This is perfect for me, and it's free, and I can't resist downloading the thing. Only a stupid person would not download this. How did I not discover this before? If you can make them think this, you're winning. So your lead magnet must be a qualifier. I can't tell you how important this is. I used to make this mistake. It must attract people who are actually customers of your services or products. Let's go away. Let's turn away from the LinkedIn coaching program. Let's say you're a weight loss coach. Well, you can't give them a cookbook with healthy meals, because healthy meals can be desired by all people regardless of weight. You need to give them a list of meals that will help them lose weight, because if they have a weight problem, then you must attract those people who have a weight problem. Because if you attract skinny people with your healthy meal cookbook, then even if you have the best lead magnet and the best emails in the world, people are not gonna buy, because a healthy meal recipe cookbook, whatever, it's just wanted by anyone who's from someone who already has weight problems, and from those who don't have them. I used to make this mistake. So, and here's also a huge one. It's extremely important that your lead magnet is interesting and desirable, but only to your target market. For example, if you're trying to attract e-commerce store owners for your CRO service, CRO stands for conversion rate optimization, you might do a CRO checklist. Beginners won't know what CRO means, dropshippers won't care, people outside of e-commerce won't want this, and people doing over 1 million per year will know what this is. This is a perfect example. In comparison to running something like, free Facebook ad templates, beginners will want these, dropshippers will want these, people who haven't even started will want these, people who are not even in the e-commerce industry will, download these. Then your list and your pixel data for your advertising will start to become clogged up with people who are not in your target audience and will not buy from you. So, and also please don't try to attract people who are desperate and needy, like beginners, dropshippers, unless they're your target market. So you can view lead magnets in two levels. Level 1 is having like a webinar, mini course, ebook, template, checklist, whatever. And then level 2 is something that's more complex, but then you have more leverage, free trials, free tools, free evaluation. It might take more time to develop a free tool or to deliver free evaluation, but it's just way better. However, if you're just starting out, just stick to level 1 and you'll be fine. Also, thinking about whether we bring warm or cold traffic to the landing page is not the same. So you need to adapt your landing page, your lead magnet, and your welcome flow accordingly. Of course, if you have 100,000 people following you and engaging with every post that you ever post, for that you ever posted in the last 3 years, well, basically whatever lead magnet you build, you're gonna attract them. Even if your headline sucks. However, if you're running paid ads to cold traffic, then you need to make everything perfect. So please keep this in mind. It's crucial. So let's say somebody wants to buy email marketing from me, my service. Well, the first step would be that they find out that their current marketing process is not working for them. Then they need to discover that they lack email marketing inside their funnel, which is the ideal solution for their business. And only then they can get the initial 5 steps or whatever that they need to, let's say, start with their email marketing or to grow their list or whatever. This is how you make things like closer to them. But if I only give them, here's 5 ways to start your email, growing your email list, and if they're not even aware they need that, it's not how the process works. So regarding lead magnet design, this might be controversial, but I think it's not super important because the lead magnet does not last forever. Only if you have a lead magnet that's been working well for years and decades, then you can invest in its design. You don't need to make it so complicated with lead magnet design because you can make a new one every now and then and test. And new stuff kind of tends to perform really well in marketing. So your lead magnet needs to create an intense relationship with your leads in the first couple of weeks, especially if they were not already emotionally connected with your brand. So you compensate and speed things up with lead magnet and awesome email flows afterwards. So if somebody was not following you at all, then since people buy from people they know, like, and trust, you need to kind of speed things up in that terms. It's kind of speed branding because it's the first time they see you, and if you have a free 5-day course, they need to spend intense 5 days with you so that you can compensate the fact that they were not following you for years. So view this, please, as a speed branding process. Of course, if they've already been following you for 2 years on LinkedIn every single day, and then they enter your free 5-day course, they might already be warm enough so that they literally already buy on the first day. That's how the thing actually works in real life and in practice. So seasonal and live lead magnets, such as challenges, perform really well. For example, get lean by Halloween, or 6-week summer body challenge in May, or whatever. If you're doing these challenges and you can do them every 3 months, you can achieve amazing results. And then later on, you can turn these seasonal live lead magnets, it doesn't have to be a challenge necessarily, into evergreen ones later on, and you can make them passive. If it was 6-week summer body in May challenge, then why don't you just create a 6-week, regardless of the period of the year, time, free course for losing weight, and just anybody can enter that course or challenge anytime. So you squeeze the live potential, but then you also you also gain the evergreen goodies. That's a great combination. So regarding format, this is maybe one of the most important lessons in this video. High ticket buyers don't want do-it-yourself solutions. This is so important because therefore a do-it-yourself lead magnet style is likely to be ineffective for attracting them because they're never going to do it themselves. They're not interested in that at all. For example, here I have a free course and I know that my ideal clients won't enter this. However, email marketing solopreneurs, email marketing freelancers, and in general marketers are going to take this and then they will buy my templates out of it. My high ticket buyer most likely wants like a checklist, this is my process, this is how we work, it's high intent in terms of they're interested in email marketing, they like to see how does it work. This is way more suitable for them, not my course. And I know that, and I've built it just for another audience, So instead of helping high ticket buyers get a quick win, you need to help them see what their life could be like. So you need to show them proof with your authority. You need to, like calculators, case studies, quizzes. This stuff works really well for them. That's why on my site, results, when somebody clicks, you can see You can see results. This is not a lead magnet per se because I don't ask for an email to view this, but I can gate this as well. But on the flip side, in order for a do-it-yourself client to take the next step with you, they need to feel confident. They need that quick win, and that's why checklists, templates, free courses, swipe files, cheat sheets, that's why they work well. Really great for them. Of course, if you have multiple offers, then it will be preferable that you have a lead magnet for each one of your offers. For example, if you have a course on sales, marketing, and branding, that means you need a sales lead magnet, marketing lead magnet, and branding lead magnet, because it wouldn't be super logical to sell a branding offer with a sales lead magnet, right? This is purely logical, just mentioning this here. I'm sure you know this. You can also have several lead magnets according to the buyer's intent. You can have one for people that are aware of their problem. We kind of already mentioned this with a free course like checklist or templates. But you can have one for people that are already aware about solutions. So you can have price comparisons or case studies for them or whatever, because they don't need education about the problem. They just need to see, it's higher buying intent. They just need to see case studies and then they're buying. So when you promote your lead magnet, you can put a link in your post and you can say comment X, the keyword, to get access. This gives you possibility to go viral. It gives you way more conversation starters because you'll reach out to every person who comments and actually send them the lead magnet. Of course, it's more manual work. And it needs to be executed when the emotions are high, which means when they comment, don't wait for tomorrow to send them because they'll get cold. They'll just forget about it. Try to send them within the first 15 minutes when they're warm enough, when they want the thing, where their emotions are high. Look at my example here. This is the post for my paid lead magnet offer, my 2,500 plus templates in Figma. I spent so much on this. This is what you get. How to get it? Comment this word, 2,500 for access link. Must be connected. This is everything that you'll get, and it's really juicy. Look at how many people commented. When it exploded, literally thousands of people commenting, literally having thousands of leads and sending the link to every one of them and starting a conversation with every one of them. That's just crazy. Do that, please. You can also create dual lead magnets so that when someone downloads your templates for whatever, let's say you have templates for editing your cover photo and templates for writing your perfect about me section. And let's say somebody downloads your templates for your cover photo to edit their cover photo, and you can send a welcome email that's automatically sent after somebody downloads it that says, hey, if you reply with the keyword whatever Z, you'll also get templates to write your perfect about me section. This way you'll generate more replies and leave a better first impression, especially when the attention is high, because their attention will never be as high as it is when they first download something in the first 30 minutes or so. And they'll receive double value because templates for this, cool, let's download. Wow, I can also get templates for this and that as well. Perfect, let's get this as well. That's a really cool hack. Actually, I haven't tested this, but it's so great that it's in my plan. So you can choose if you want to completely solve one out of, let's say, 6 problems, or solve all 6 problems on the surface level. Because you can't solve in depth all 6 problems that they have with all 6 solutions. You cannot solve all of this in depth, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to sell your thing. I'm all about giving so much value, but there's a fine line as well. So I'd say the sweet spot is to solve 1 out of 6 problems fully, completely, the introductory problem, and then you can solve other problems on the surface level. So LinkedIn profile optimization, fully solved. Content, outreach, sales navigator, engagement, connections, well, I would solve them, but I wouldn't give all of the pieces of the puzzle. I would just give them, a surface level solution. And you do not need to solve them with the same format. Let's say me, I do email marketing funnels. I can have a deliverability checklist, I can have copywriting templates, I can have landing page swipe file, I can have a video tutorial for automations, I can have an ebook with best case studies about A/B testing for my campaigns, and so on. So the more formats you include, the wider, the larger pool of people you will attract, because different people react to different formats differently. So some people prefer video, some people prefer to read, some people prefer to, just use templates. And even though your lead magnet is free, it still has to follow this Alex Hormozi offer value formula, which is dream outcome times the perceived likelihood of achievement. And down here you have time delay times the effort and sacrifice. So for example, if you have templates to edit your profile to attract more inbound leads are a dream outcome. Perceived likelihood of achievement is high because it's templates, you can use them easily. Time delay is low because of the templates, you don't have to build them from scratch. And effort and sacrifice are lowered, they're low because it's templates again, it's editable, you don't have to build things from scratch. So that's why templates in general work so well. So if I had to conclude and sum up everything that we discussed here, there's basically, out of these, I don't know, like let's say roughly 50 pieces of advice here, 10 main things you need to do, and if you do them, or if you do most of them, you're gonna succeed. So from your lead magnets, people need to take action or try something. They need to use it like they're already a part of it. That's why free trials work so well, or when somebody logs into your dashboard. Or if you have a game application and you can have an ad and make somebody play the game, they're way more invested than if they just see something else. You want someone to reply to you, you want them to be on a mission to achieve something within the, throughout the next 5 or 7 days, that's the classic. You need to build an intense relationship with them in that first week, because in the first 7 days, that's where the most people buy. And they buy from those that they have a relationship with. People need to be pumped because they receive huge value from you. When people saw this, they were pumped. Like, look at this. Look at everything you're gonna get. Of course they're pumped. I mean, stats prove it. It was, not sure what as it says. I had over 1,800 comments. It's insane. So make sure it's something they actually want. Of course, they want those templates. Make it a no-brainer. Make your offer a no-brainer after consuming your lead magnet. We discussed this. So your lead magnet has to be a logical introduction to the paid offer. Include a video inside if possible, and make them implement the thing within the first 24 hours. Make it practical, make it interactive. People who take action are way more likely just to buy your paid offer than those who just consumed passively information, if they consumed it at all. Attention spans are just chaotic nowadays. So there you have it. This is the best lead magnet training video on the internet, because nobody has shared all of this. You would need to dig for years to find all of this advice in one place. And yeah, that's it. I hope you found this useful, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.